Good morning, everyone. How are you? Kat back here. Thank you so much for joining in to us today. Today, we are going to be canning and making apple butter. So I know everyone's real excited about that. Mark was so nice and he went out and got me a bushel of apples yesterday. And what we have done last night is we washed the skins really good with a vegetable cleaner and scrub brush. And then I cored them and put them right into our 3 crock pots. We got one here, one green one here, and then we have another one back there on that counter. If you have a big roaster, you can definitely use a roaster as well. We just didn't happen to have one at this time. So basically, after all your apples are washed, then, like I said, I just cut around the core and then cubed them up and loaded them up. Honestly, they were heaping. They were heaping in our crock pots here, and then I put some apple juice. I just had one bottle of apple juice, and I just divvied it up into all three. And then I put in some spices and some brown sugar. Now, the spices are basically you do to your own discretion. You do whatever spices you and your family like. I just happen to do some, let's see here, what did I use? I used a little bit of clove, a little bit of nutmeg, some pumpkin pie spice that I was using up, a little bit of aniseed, and a little bit of ginger, and then some cinnamon, of course. And then, like I said, I did put brown sugar in each crock pot. So I'm going to give you a look and show you what it looks like now, because it's been cooking all night long and it's about 9:30 in the morning, so it's still cooking just a little bit. So let me show you what it looks like here. There you go. And then, like I said, I've got our other one down there in the red crock pot. Okay, so next what we're going to do, and like I said, I left the skins on and everything. You can take the skins off if you want. I kind of don't really see the need to take them off, at least for, we're just going to be mixing it up anyway. So I have a stick mix here, and I'm going to be just plopping this right in. And our crock pots are still on, by the way, because what we want to do is after we mix all this up, we're going to do a little taste test to see if it needs any more sugar or spices. And then we're going to just let it keep reducing down. Reducing means whenever the liquid starts to evaporate in the air, and then your sauce will then thicken up. So that's kind of what we're looking for. But right now we're going to blend it. And I'm going to get you a better view here so you can see. And like I said, just nice little stick mix. You can put this into a blender if you want. But honestly, this is really easy, and I would recommend getting one of these. It saves a lot of time and a lot of dish cleanup too. And you can see, like, this would be straight down. I'm just turning it just a little bit. That way the apples can get a chance to get underneath up in the blade, and then it'll mix it around. Alrighty, guys, so I'm just going to let you check it out and see how smooth and creamy that is now, especially compared to the other one. The white one is all mixed up and creamy. So now we're just going to wait until this one thickens up. I'm not going to put you guys through me mixing up all three of the crock pots. So we're just going to wait until, like I said, these reduce down. So the water is going to, and the liquids are going to start evaporating off of this. And this is going to reduce down a little bit more. And then once it does, it's just going to create a thicker sauce for us. And then, like I said, I'm going to taste this and see what it needs. Give a little taste now. It's pretty good. I think I might do some more cinnamon. A little more apple pie spice, and I think I am going to do a little bit more sugar. And this time I'm actually going to use white sugar. Last night I divvied up a 2-pound bag in each of these crock pots. I just did a third, a third, a third, and then now I'm just going to switch over to my white sugar. So I'm going to do that. I'll add in my spices. I'll add in a little bit more of my sugar. And then, like I said, I'm going to mix these ones up. I'm going to see what they need. And then I'm just going to let them continue to cook. This one is on high for 4 hours. So I've got them all basically on high because this is the day of that we're going to be canning it. And I kind of want this process to move a little bit faster. I am also going to cook them with the lids off. because you want, like I said, you want that all those liquids to evaporate. And if your lid is on, which obviously it was last night when it was cooking, it didn't have enough time to reduce down because the lid traps in all the moisture. So just remember that. And like I said, a crock pot or a roasting pan is a really nice way to go because this sauce does have to cook for quite a long time before you can actually can it. As far as the smoothing it out or not, if you like it chunky, you can actually just take a potato masher and just mash this, and then that way it would just give you a chunkier sauce. I happen to like it nice and creamy and smooth, so that's why we're using the stick mix today. Remember, you can always put it in a blender. You can use a food processor, whatever you have on hand. So yeah, just have fun with it, guys. Mix different recipes and different spices and see what you and your family like. I've heard of even people putting red hot candies in their in their sauce and letting it cook down and then just kind of mashing it up or blending it together. So that's another cinnamon red candy flavor you get from that as well. So I like to listen to different people and just kind of decide for myself what I like to do. So I will see you guys back whenever we're ready to jar it up and water bath can it. Hey guys, how are you again? So we are back. Our apple butter has been cooking now for a long time. When I first started with you, it was 9:30 this morning, and it's actually almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The apple butter does take a long time to basically get all of that moisture out of it so that it thickens up. So I do have to apologize for the camera view, but all of my counter space is used up right now because I'm also canning chicken. So I'm just going to bottle this up and then I'll bring it over the camera so that you can see it. So our sauce should be very thick. Should be able to coat the back of a spoon. Okay, and this is our apple butter. I have nice hot jars here I just washed. We're just going to ladle this in. Leave about, I'd say, a ½ inch to about a ½ inch from the top. It's gonna be good. And then we're gonna water bath can this and put it in I have a big stock pot back there. And then we're not going to start timing until it comes up to a rolling boil. And then we are going to time for 15 minutes once it's boiling vigorously. And then don't forget to wipe your rims, guys. Got a paper towel here with some vinegar. Just go around the top rim of our jars. And then use your debubbler. Just go around the outside. You might want to do the debubbling first so that in case you make a mess like I did. And then you can clean that up again. Okay, we put our lid on. Our ring finger tight, and I'll bring it over to show you guys here. It is very hot, and this is what we have right now. Very nice. And I'm going to show you here too. Let's give you a little close-up of this sauce, and just so you can see how thick it should be. Almost like a barbecue sauce, but it shouldn't really be runny, like not very runny. You see that? Really nice. And then if you do this with the spoon, it should hold its shape, and it should just give you a little bit of a, it'll show you the thickness if it coats the back of the spoon and holds its shape there. Really good. All right, guys. I'm gonna finish getting these in our water bath canner, and then I'll see you whenever they're all finished. Okay guys, so our apple butter is all done and it's resting here on the counter. I'll just give you a good view of it. We ended up getting quite a good bit, and there's actually 3 more pints still in the canner. So once it's done, we'll just let these cool now till tomorrow, and then we'll wash, label them, take the rings off, and then we'll store them. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely hit that little bell for the notifications whenever I post new videos. I definitely try to post at least 2 new videos a week, so stay tuned for the next one. And in the next one, we're going to be canning chicken, so stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.